So you're going to take 1,000 people into the dark?
Yes.
I'm so delighted to hear that. I was shocked when you told me last night. I was like, what? How are you going to do that?
Already 250 plus people already confirmed.
Wow.
With the we wanted to ensure the confirmation by payment, 100 rupees payment, like minimum.
Now I want you to find a way for them to go to the bathroom inside so there's no light. Because in 9 days, it's 9 or 12 days.
It's a 12 plus 1, 13th day they are going 12 days.
Okay, so they'll, if you can keep them from seeing the light, they will have visions. But if they're going out to the bathroom, they're going to have great meditation.
Yeah.
But the visions will be very limited.
Yeah, outside also they'll keep the blindfold. Somebody will hold their hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody will hold their hand and take it to till the restroom, till the bathroom.
Okay.
They'll use the bathroom, close eyes and come back. They'll not open the eyes for 9 days.
Just in case this goes beyond your 6,000 people you've taught to sleep sitting up for 40 days. This is a singularly unique accomplishment on this planet.
Yeah.
Right? You've taught 6,000 people a 40-day no laying down for sleep meditation.
Yes.
Maybe they fall asleep like this, but
that's right.
And you have you have monitors going around with the with the hitting stick, right?
Yes.
You do. You hit them?
Earlier I was hitting, but nowadays a little bit reduced. But I wanted to go more.
But not hard.
Not hard. Yeah.
Enough to just.
It looks so hard.
And they're mostly housewives.
Yeah, 90% of the people are women because somehow,
women. Yeah.
Somehow women also like the spirituality. Yeah, somehow.
But there's a big difference. In India, a woman is incredibly devotional and so well raised culturally that they are already a great yogi just by lineage, right? So, okay, so we met at Montauk Shia's place. I had just got out of the dark, and you were the only person on the campus of 50 acres, 20 acres, and I was like, who's the Indian guy? I don't want to talk to anybody, but I had to say, hello, what are you doing here?
Yes, at the time I also went, visited the ashram and I went outside. Somehow my intuition, I came back and I was just taking the juice. I wanted to ask about Darkroom or something. Then, yeah, amazingly beautiful coincidence.
Yeah,
and you showed me the complete how the Darkroom set up, the building is there. Although I lost the video, I recorded video, but I lost it. But yes, it's there in my mind.
Good. I don't want to expose myself after a Darkroom retreat to the world.
Okay.
I get it, really.
Yeah.
But or actually show the interior of my own space. Right? I have to be a little, have something to play a game with, a little protection. But the game is expansion. Right?
Yes.
So I'm not sure how you want to roll this, so I'm gonna let you ask some questions.
Yeah, sure. So this year you completed more than 100 days in a complete dark room, in a complete big house. You made so many rooms dark everywhere, even including all the toilets, everything I see, the complete dark. You spent more than 100 days. So you started 10 years back, and every year your darkness days, spending in the darkness, you're increasing more and more.
Yeah.
So with that experience, what motivated you to do this many days in this year?
Well,
what motivated you?
So 10 years ago, I thought I was a great yogi. Really, I thought I may have been actually more aware than I am now. But there was still a great worldliness with women and fame and money and arrogance. And I used to wake up. I had a very rough start, like the first 30, 40 years,
Okay.
with a lot of psychological anger, depression, right? So I got into yoga. And Deepak Chopra was one of my teachers, when it was only like 30 people in the room.
Oh.
And then I took ayahuasca.
Okay.
So it's like soma,
Right.
the strongest hallucinogen.
Strongest?
The strongest hallucinogen.
Hallucination.
And for 1 year, I had a Kundalini crisis.
Okay.
My body was like on fire, electricity. I had to like sit by a tree. I had voices, no sleep for a year, nightmares, terror. I had to have like, people watch me. It was terror. It was, what a great ride. For a yogi, great adventure.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to surrender
Okay.
and just watch. And I couldn't even travel for a year.
Okay.
It was terrifying to be on a plane. And so I knew that the only chance I had, the best chance I had to ever sleep again or kill myself or die, because everything was shut down, my organs,
Okay.
was to go see Montauk, because everything about it said to me, this is where you have to go. Like, if you can't sleep, go in the dark, learn to heal your organs. So I went, I spent 2 weeks in total darkness, and I was able to sleep after that for the first time.
Wonderful. After 1 year?
No, after 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I began my spiritual journey full time and gave up all of my Western pursuits of film director, etc.
Okay.
And I threw my arms around Master Chia and I said, I love you. You're my new best friend. I gotta find something to do with you where we can go take a trip together. Yes. So I can write a book about this experience and just hang out with you.
Okay.
What do you love to do? He goes, I don't know. What do you suggest? I go, well, I see you love the clinic. You have all these toys in the clinic. I wanted to go get some blood ozone. Do you want to? He goes, yes, I like this very much. I go, great. I found a place in Malaysia. He goes, okay, I am available next week. We took a trip together.
Okay.
Made friends. I went back to, I bought a room in his retreat center.
Yes.
And made it dark permanently. So I have the only full-time dark room you saw.
Yes.
And then I just started doing more time until eventually, there's no eventually, it's like you do it till you're out of body.
Yeah.
Until you achieve, I pulled my books out for you here.
Oh, okay.
We're in my house here, you're visiting me in Florida. This is the only book I think I could recommend to anybody written by a white person, a Westerner.
Oh, okay.
But it was his thesis at Oxford.
Okay.
And he wrote this incredible encyclopedia of rainbow body technique. I don't hear about it talked about in Hindu traditions. You hear more about samadhi.
Right.
But Saint Valalar,
Right.
you know this?
Yes.
He turned into light.
Yes.
Guru Nanak turned into flowers. Maybe they were made of light, who knows? But so in all of the traditions of Dharma, because I had been empowered in a few different traditions, the Tao, well, you could say the Kaya Kalp, even though this is a whole nother story. But the Buddhist and the Bon.
Buddhist and the
Well, so there's Buddhism,
Buddhism, yes.
then there's Bon, which is 18,000 years old. So before Buddhism, before this current Buddha we know, there's this shamanic tradition
Right.
called Bon.
Okay.
And when I found this tradition, it had the most technical instructions. And I had already done 200 days in the dark and never had a proper vision.
Okay.
So there are two types of visions that can happen.
Okay.
And now we're getting into it,
Right.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So one type of vision is a vision, a God, anything in your karma, your mind, your heart, your body,
Yes.
right?
Right. Subconscious mind, past lives.
Yeah, it happens every night. It happens when you take mushrooms. It happens when you meditate. It happens if you have a vision.
Yes.
But when you learn to bring the code,
Right.
the computer code, up the central Wi-Fi channel and stop the hard drives.
Okay.
So I like computer metaphors, but I'll just, because this is your crowd, I can say, like, when you bring the elements, earth, water, fire, air, space, into the central channel, the avaduti, or how do you say it in Hindu?
Avadhuta?
Yeah, the avaduta is the central channel.
Right.
Yeah. And the pran stops, or is at least evenly distributed between the sun and the moon, right?
Yeah.
The two channels.
Yeah. Shushumna Nadi is
Yeah.
central channel.
Yeah. Then it can enter the heart,
Right.
and this is quite difficult, right? You have to be a full-time or past life yogi.
Yes.
And then the heart has two channels, and they go up to the eyes. And so what we're seeing out here is actually on the computer screen. And the eyes, maybe, I don't believe there's a physical world. I believe that this world is only happening, and the same Deepak, the Advaita Vedanta, says the same thing, right? This physical world is happening in non-local space. And we think that we're feeling, but the feeling is really in your Anandamaya kosha. Is that the right? Yeah. And forgive me if some of my vocabulary is a stretch, but
Yeah.
so just like the phone, when you text or somebody throws away trash on the desktop and it goes right? So this is just haptic feedback, right? And the proof to me was when I read the instructions here, and I brought these elements up the channels and learned how to work with them. Then I began to see the code.
Okay.
And the code is made of geometry and light and can form as anything.
Right.
And they're living, when it happens, you understand that it's living. And it's completely different than the first 200 days of visions, which were healing, liberating, but the author of this book is alive. He's 99.
Wow.
This is him.
Oh,
I think he's here also. This whole book is dedicated. Here he is, right
Yes.
here.
I remember somebody's kissing him.
Yeah. So he escaped Tibet on the back of a mule with these texts, and the Chinese shot him in the leg.
Oh.
And now he lives in Kathmandu.
Wow.
And I've met him. He gave me an instruction for my first long dark retreat.
Okay.
I flew to France, but his disciple.
You made a video call with him, right? On the day, I remember in the Mother Tree ashram. We made one video. You spoke with him,
Oh no, I spoke with Gelik, his disciple,
his disciple. Okay, got it.
who is the abbot of.
Okay. Right.
Gelik is in here somewhere.
Okay.
I love that picture. This is my favorite GPT. I use that picture. It's called Whispers of Himalayan Masters.
Oh.
I'm just going to plug for a second. Yeah, check out aiyogi.org. And whatever we're talking about, you can get more directly without the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yes.
anyway, Gelik is in here. He's my direct teacher.
Yes.
And he's the abbot of a monastery in France. So it's a very boutique lineage. In Tibet, they're the second largest lineage, but in the rest of the world,
Yes.
I don't know, there are only a handful of monasteries, like 10 or something,
Okay.
you know.
Today, many people are buying this book.
Oh, really?
Today morning you suggested.
Yeah.
Already many people are buying
Well,
this book.
it's great because this is not only about Dark Retreat, but
Okay.
the whole practice of advanced Buddhism and Bon
Oh.
ends in Dark Retreat.
Okay.
That's the launch pad.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So all the practices end in the dark retreat.
Yeah.
Ending. The final one is dark retreat.
The final one is seeing the code.
Right.
And you can see the code. That practice is called Toggle, Thogal.
Okay.
And it means leaping over skulls.
Leaping over skulls.
Over skulls, like
Alright.
jumping over skulls.
Okay.
They're different translations, but I like that one,
Okay.
right? Because you don't want to keep being born and dying. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So if you can get back
In,
to your...
in Sanskrit language, it's called Janana, Marana, Janma Rahichasthiti. Janma Rahichasthiti. Janma means cycle. Janma Rahicha, no cycle of death and birth. Birth and death.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. So, where was I?
Yeah, you're mentioning up here, you're talking about this book, yes. About the cycle, leaping on the skulls and
Oh, okay. So
last part.
all the practices in Buddhism lead. I mean, you have sutra, which is like Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme. You chant mantra, or you can have bhakti, or you can have. But the highest vehicle is Dzogchen. Dzogchen.
Dzogchen.
So you understand? It's called the Great Completion.
Right.
Wrap everything up and finish. It's complete. The Great Oneness, the Great Completion.
Yes.
And Dzogchen ends in Trekchod, which is cutting through the illusion. And in Trekchod, you can have a death if you are a proper practitioner, meaning it's basically samadhi. Trekchod is a samadhi, no thoughts. And you can disappear into subtle atomic structure. But Toggle is actually watching the visions when you can be still and you can access this channel.
Okay.
And you watch the visions and you have no, when you don't react to the dancing lady taking off her clothes,
Right.
what happens?
Disappear.
She gets bored.
Yeah.
She stops dancing.
Definitely. Yeah.
She gets another customer.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, and actually, that happens. You see, the visions come. They try to capture your attention. And it can be terrifying.
Yeah.
Or alluring. And so all of this information is in here. And these are all different techniques. Like in here is a great, like some of my favorite here's the central channel.
Okay.
These are depictions of chakras, but they look nothing like this, obviously, when you see them.
Okay. Which chapter you like this in this book? Which chapter?
Which chapter?
Chapter
I think I have it highlighted right here.
Yeah.
Book 9. The illusory play of the yogic exercises for getting the best benefit. And then this section right here is about tumo or kandali or raising the fire. Like Prabodh went in the cold plunge, and so the vision. So this is so important for your participant. We're going to do another thing for your students so that they just get the instructions instead of a bunch of talk.
Okay.
And you can always interrupt me and just say, "Come on, move on." You know.
Okay.
But heat, inner heat,
Right.
brings everything into the center and purifies the channels.
Yes.
And it seems pretty wild, but like you can fake the inner heat a little with like warm food and a bath in the dark, and you'll get an opening.
Right.
Not stable,
Okay.
but it's a way to get, if you're already open,
Right.
right? Because obviously I ate warm food and took a shower in the other retreats of 200 days and nothing happened,
Okay.
right? You have to be able to have good dharana.
Dharana. Yes.
Dharana. You know, and really be focused.
Yes.
But my favorite chapter is, of course, you know, the dark retreat instructions. And these are my little notes, but so yeah, so I recommend this. This book is a simplification of this book.
Oh, simplification of this book.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is his commentary. So he says, so Lopan Rinpoche,
Okay.
Lopan Tenzin Namdak, says that if you go into the dark without the proper instruction, it's like watching TV.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep on watching.
you can learn something from TV, but there's
Yeah.
always another show,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's take a look through here. Let's just randomly open,
Okay.
because God is guiding it. In a high place without any disturbance, gaze into the clean and clear sky, and there will appear different clear light visions. This is, of course, for a very advanced meditator. But so, dark retreat is just a way to see this, to see the illumination,
All right.
our natural state. You can also do it in the sky.
Right.
It has not been possible for me to get 1/1000th of the result as in the dark.
Right.
Because in the dark, you're there for 30 days, 50 days, and everything is shut down. And here, you're like walking back in the house and you eat. And so people who really do sky gazing, they're locked away in a forest with no people,
Yeah.
not allowed to talk,
Yes.
not allowed to, obviously there were no cell phones, but
Right.
so you shut down the body, the speech, the mind, everything is shut. And you're a great meditator.
Yes.
But in the dark, I get to have my own chair. I have a nice chair, and I can sit,
Yeah.
nothing. And then still it took 200 days, right?
Okay. 200 days to get the vision.
Yeah.
Vision clarity.
Yeah, but with the proper,
Start the vision or
to start the correct visions.
correct visions. Initially, coming out of the frightening visions, frightening, scary visions happened or clear dreams. You're talking about that differentiation?
The code, the primordial code. Otherwise, you have visions of what's going on in your life, in the world, and like the TV show.
Yeah.
So it took 200 days to get the proper instruction.
Right.
So Master Chia, I've talked to him about this, and he says, yes, it would be great if everybody could stay in the dark for a long time, but I'm trying to train teachers and give everybody an experience.
Right.
And then it's up to them to go deeper. But and he's tried some of the more tough techniques, and he told me that, you know, Western people just can't take it.
Okay.
Yeah. So if there are any European Dharma police that love to get angry and troll and make comments, don't show us your anger, please. Okay, or your fear. And just be love and find the good in this. And, okay.
So good. So you're getting the visions in the darkness, and in that visions you are getting some messages from primordial source.
Yeah, so I want to say that I probably know nothing. I'm the worst practitioner. I have so many bad habits that belong to this idiot. And the reason I love the dark is because no matter how bad this person is, if he just stays there, good stuff will happen.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And have you getting any happiness, blissful, involuntary laughter or bliss in the dark anytime?
Let's do it right now for 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you know,
Yeah.
you get into the no thought space
Right.
and it comes up.
Yes.
But I don't know if it was, I mean, sure, you can stabilize anything in the dark
Right.
by itself. I mean, it does it. But I think my original exposure to that was when I was sitting with Swami Nardanand. He's the Mahamandaleshwar of Ujjain.
Right.
And he has a very strong Shakti, and like it started expanding. But every Tibetan monk I know is very blissful,
Yeah.
very happy.
Yes.
Yeah, only positive.
Yeah.
So as preparation, all monks train for years in Tumo, in heat generation.
Yes.
So I suggest that, and they consider dark retreat very advanced, the most advanced and dangerous.
Yes.
Because if you see something as a result of your karmic imprint and you believe that it's real and it's a being, so we are made of beings,
Right.
living pixels. Until you adopt that reality, you're not gonna, you know, it happens naturally, right? And if one of these beings, their job is to break us. That's what they eat, right? That's what they eat. Life is, your ego gets broken by love, by heartbreak, by failure, by health, by disease, by death. And you go closer to God. But in the dark, though, it happens very quickly. And if you see a vision and, you know, you've got some karma coming up, there are people that have, you know, taken their own life. So you want to be prepared, right? And so meditation, but the physical preparation of being able to see the inner flame generate heat is crucial. Crucial. And the way to do that, I mean, you can read these books and you can get technical instruction, but until you spend, you know, a year learning to generate heat, Unless you just spend a long time in the dark and just like are able to totally shut down. There are many pitfalls. You should have a guide.
Yes.
But if you don't have one, better to do it than to die without it.
Very good, wonderful.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, like.
Yeah. When the disciple is ready, Guru will appear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Keep trying.
But I do believe that people can go on ChatGPT, they can go to these AI modules, they can go to your module that will be on my site, but you'll have it here, the Prabodh No Sleep module. And you can access all of AI through it. So you can ask the questions about Dark Retreat. And we can put the Dark Retreat instruction set on yours later.
Right.
And it will take you through things like chod, C-H-O-D, like learning to imaginarily cut your body up to free these beings, so that if they come to torture you, tease you, play with you, as they do every day, you can learn to de-identify them with a body.
Right.
And we have that module up. It's called Tibetan Chod. So this is why the monks, they learn Tumo is the foundation, then they learn dream yoga, illusory body yoga, seeing yourself as the deity, Salung, which is prana, and movements to bring the airs into a stop in the central channel.
You wanted to show it now? Do you want to show it now or next advanced video?
It's a secret practice. Why?
Yes.
I mean, I've shown it, people show it, but to really show it, the person should first, learn the vase breath, like pull up on the perineum, push down on the diaphragm, and until you have used that breath to see a spark, a flame, and can maintain it and get some heat, then there's no reason to go further. One step at a time.
Yes.
Yet, if you're a little bit wild, be a wild yogi. You'll do that on your own anyway.
Yeah.
That's the great thing now. There's nothing separating people from going deep, because they can have all the information they want on AI.
Right.
They don't need to, this book, they don't need to sit and study. They can talk to it.
Yes.
But there's still something magic about the very specific instructions from exactly as they appear from the guru who achieved. So the person who wrote this book achieved rainbow body.
Okay.
I'm not sure what year, but it was within the last 100 years.
Okay.
And and then you also want.
We'll conclude this video.
Okay, I just want to say.
How conclude this?
I just want to say.
Yeah.
I did my first dark retreat without an empowerment.
Right.
So without the transmission.
Transmission.
Although I had the transmission because I had some relationships.
Right.
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 And people that get hung up on like, do you have a transmission? First of all, mind your own business and leave me alone. But it's nice. See, like if you had a beach club.
Right.
Right? If you had your own like club with a pool and a beach and like in space, after graduating from this realm, would you want a human to come there?
Other humans to come here?
Would you want a human to come visit you after you leave this life and you're no longer human?
Yeah, may not be.
You would?
May not be.
No.
Because that's
No, because they're dangerous. Humans are dangerous.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to get an empowerment, because you're getting it from a guru who's already reached enlightenment and hit the line of Buddhas or masters watching. They will give you the passcode to the cloud, and you can type in your passcode through the empowerment. And then they're like, okay, he's learned enough not to be too dangerous, too distracting,
Right.
and mess up my house and space.
Yes.
So it's very important to get a empowerment at the right time, and then your practice can flower more. You have more connection, more love.
Yeah.
So I will recommend any of my GPTs. You get into Tumo, the 6 yogas of Naropa, which are the fierce heat of Tumo, dream yoga, illusory body, Bardo yoga, the in-between state of life and death. POA, ejecting your consciousness as an insurance policy, and the crown opens up and will bleed and a little bit.
Right.
And we'll see what in the future you could probably, since COVID, you could already get like teachings online from like Lama Glenn Mullen and an empowerment online, and Lama Michael Gregory he's an excellent teacher I've worked with and taught for, actually. That was like a highlight of my life. I taught 7 of his lamas for Dark Retreat.
Okay. How many lamas?
7.
7 lamas? You learned from them, or you?
No, I taught them before they went into their Dark Retreat.
Wonderful. What about this American Lama? His name is American Lama, one Lama.
The one I showed you?
Yeah, I think you got one book somewhere. American Lama. Okay, later I think.
Not Lama Michael, another one.
Some other.
It's
Lama.
on a bike. It's on a book?
Some book is there.
Here?
Yeah, here. Somewhere I saw.
In this house?
In this house, yeah.
Oh, okay, you'll show me.
Yeah, that's right.
But these things,
continue
you can go get it. So these things grow. They grow with time and community, right? Like, and a great inspirational book is called The Bliss of Inner Fire by Lama Yeshe. This book is mandatory if you want to be in this practice, Rainbow Body, as well as this book, Heart Drops of Dharmakaya. And then when you really get into it, you can get, by the time you get into this, you probably want to be a member of the community.
I think Lama Suryadas he's also American?
No, he's an American Lama,
American,
but
yes.
but he's more of a public figure.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's
Okay.
Yeah, and I actually don't know him, so I can't
Okay.
vouch for this.
Do you know this person?
Yes. So he yelled at me, and but I've received some astral transmission.
Okay.
Also. He was the first figure from Tibet that brought Dark Retreat to the West.
Wow.
Yeah, bravo. And I think he was a bit wild. I waited in line one day.
Okay.
150 people. Everybody shake. Finally, I get to him in London. I traveled there just to see him.
Okay.
And I said, Master, are you going to take Rainbow Body? How do I know? I have all these techniques. Who knows? It was very fun. I was scared. But he has a very specific way of talking in a long story. And people love him. I love him. But I go for this. Actually, he was a Nyingma, old school Buddhist lineage.
Okay.
But he, at some point, was a Bon, and at the end of his life, supposedly, he went back to mainly practice Bon.
Okay.
So, Namkhai Norbu is great, but yes, this is the this is like a technical manual without a bunch of
Okay.
chat.
Okay.
No, like it's not going to tell you long stories or even short stories
Okay.
about gods and demons, and this is a user's manual.
User's manual for Darkroom retreat.
Well, there's a section, but it builds up to Darkroom retreat.
Okay.
Like one section is on how to not eat.
Okay.
You can go that route.
Okay.
If you're going to do a long Darkroom, it's best to not need an attendant. But this is highly advanced,
Right.
right?
Okay.
And all the different energy
Right.
exercise and ways of abiding and tratak, dharana, dhyana, samadhi.
Okay.
This one is, so he took my library. This one is Namkhai Norbu's version of ejection. This is a protected book, but you can explore this practice online.
Right.
You really shouldn't read books that require empowerments, and all the information is not only online but on the GPT. The GPT has accessed.
Yeah.
Right. So this practice is like 2 hours a day.
Right.
I mean, 2 hours a session, 4 times a day. So 8 hours a day for a week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, until you get it.
Right. Okay.
And then you have to practice it the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly. I met one person in Tamil Nadu, in India. So he was practicing one technique after inhalation and exhale through this Sahasrara.
And you can feel it.
And he got bump here actually.
Yeah.
And he said that at the end of his death, he just from Sahasrara he opened it and he just go.
Yeah.
That's what he practiced all of his life.
Yeah.
Exhalation through this one. He
Yeah.
got bump here. Literally, I felt it good bump here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also have it?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can see.
It like forms as a scab,
Yeah.
but you have to keep at it.
Right. Practice.
You have to keep at it.
Yeah.
This is so this poa is one of the 6 yogas,
Yes. Yeah.
and this is a very good book by a very funny, always laughing Lama,
Oh.
Lama
Okay.
Glenn.
Oh.
He's all over YouTube. Lama Glenn Mullen, Mullin.
Okay.
Great guy, and very loving, and you can pay to join his classes.
Good.
This is Mahamudra. This is not necessarily a part of Dzogchen. This is dark retreat and deity practice in dark retreat. It's nothing doesn't apply.
Not needed.
That's my journal.
Okay.
So that's it.
Perfect.
I think that's enough.
Perfect.
Work on your tumo,
Yes.
and you know what? You can still go in the dark. Anybody can close their room, and they should. You should sleep in the dark.
Right.
And once you sleep in the dark, maybe you want to sleep for the weekend in the dark. And then I will leave this video with one thing.
Yeah.
This is a yoni mudra board.
Yoni Mudra board. Okay.
So your shoulders don't get tired,
Right.
and you can press on your eyes. But it's a whole nother video.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm like, my throat is going.
Yes.
And it's like,
Yeah.
but the eyes for your people that are going to do the 12 days.
Yes.
But they're going to be exposed to, their skin is going to be exposed to light when they go to the bathroom.
Yes.
They should wear
Okay.
sleeves and something over their head.
Okay.
Because when the skin feels the light, the body stops producing DMT, melatonin.
Yes. Okay.
And any potential vision is shut off.
Okay.
But this activates it, Especially if you can play with it in the morning. If you wake up in the morning, only do it for a minute the first time.
Okay.
And you press.
Uh-huh.
It's pressuring your what I was told is your vagus nerve, but it's pressuring this channel,
Okay.
and it can open up a portal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yoni Mudra.
or Shanmukhi mudra.
Shanmukhi Mudra.
Yeah.
Also called as.
Because some people think Yoni mudra is like
Yeah.
the vagina or something like this,
Yes,
but
yes.
no, it's Shanmukhi or
Shanmukhi.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So for now we'll end this.
Okay.
In the future we'll see.
Okay. Nice.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I've learned so much from you. You're just letting me talk.
Yeah.
I
We also enjoyed.
haven't slept.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
We are giving him training. Next time when we come, he'll also become Gudakesha, master of sleep.
I'm very impressed with your. I don't know if that's. I will try.
Yeah, we'll try.
I will
we'll
try
practice slowly.
slowly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Avindra.